Hi again, everybody. I'm going to give you my quarterfinal predictions. Yes, I call it the quarterfinals, not the conference semifinals, whatever they call it now. It's the quarterfinals. It's the final eight. So, in the quarters, what I'm going to go with, what I'm going to talk about is, first of all, I'm going to try and track down, just curious, guys, I'm trying to go back. Okay, when the Bruins and Panthers, I believed I picked the Bruins in 5, if I'm correct, right? So I'm 0 for 1 there. The Maple Leafs and Lightning, I had Tampa in 6. I'm 0 for 2 there. Hurricanes and the Islanders, I believe I picked the Hurricanes in 7, if I'm right there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I picked the Hurricanes in that one. So I'm 1 for 3. Then I picked the Devils to beat the Rangers in 7 in overtime. It didn't go to overtime, so I'm 2 for 4. I had the Avalanche over the Kraken. I'm 2 for 5. I had the Stars over the Wild. I'm 3 for 6. I had the Jets over the Golden Knights. I'm 3 for 7. And I had the Oilers. So I'm 4 for 8. Last year, I believe I was 6 for 8 in the first round. I'm 4 for 8 so far. I'm going to go with... Now, I just want to have my record in my head before I get into this, because I really haven't checked till right now. So let's look at the bracket. Okay, we're going to start in the East, guys. We'll talk about that. Florida at Toronto. Toronto has the home ice. Toronto is coming off a very emotional win, as we know. So, of course, so is Florida. Don't get me wrong here. Both teams are coming up very big highs. That can really work against a team, though, all of a sudden, too. It's going to work against one of these teams, I figure, or it might not. This year is nuts. I'm going to just go with a gut feeling in this series. I'm not going to give you any logic to this one. I'm going to go Leafs in 7 against Florida. I'm just, call it a gut feeling, guys. That's about it. The good news for you Toronto haters that are Buffalo fans, guys, I'm wrong about quite a few of my picks so far, so that should make you happy. Okay, Jersey are in Carolina. Carolina keep choking every year in the second round. I think it's starting to become a pattern, kind of like Colorado was before they broke through and won last year, guys. So this time around, I mean, will Ranta show up? We know Schmid is going to be the guy, I think, the rest of the way for Jersey, unless he falters. Then, of course, they will go back with Vanacek then. But right now, Schmid is in the zone. And I think I just, the way the speed, the way they're playing, the thing that concerns me about New Jersey is their lack of physical play, but the reason I wouldn't be so worried about it, because they're going into a series with Carolina, who kind of play the same system as them. They're going to play the skate game, I think. And that is actually, guys, the other reason I'm picking Toronto is their physical play. Just for the record, their physical play has been impressive in the playoffs so far. So that's probably the main reason I'm putting Toronto over the hump in their series. In this series, I'm going to go with the new kids on the block. I'm going to say the Devils win this series in 6. I'm going to say they upset Carolina in that series and move on. I think they chased Carolina all year long. They came this close to first place, but when it comes to the playoffs, they're going to get them then. Just my feel there. So I got Toronto moving on in the East and Jersey moving on in the East. Let's go over to the West. All right, Seattle at Dallas. Seattle are coming in with a real loose, I'm sure a very loose goose mentality. They're not going to be too tight. They're not going to be too stressed. And Dallas are coming out of a series where I think Minnesota kind of self-destructed more than anything. You know, when Kaprizov's doing nothing, you're kind of self-destructed. Mini. I mean, really, that's kind of how I see that. But what kind of team shuts down Kaprizov the way they did too, you know? So Dallas, you know, when we got goaltending on both sides here, and it's going to be a really tough series. I'm just going to go with the experience of Dallas. I got to go with Dallas to win this series because I don't know. I just can't see Seattle making the Final Four, folks, taking out Colorado and then taking out Dallas. It just, it's kind of a stretch, but you never know. You just never know. But I'm going to go with, I'll go with Dallas in 6 in that series. All right, here comes the big one. Well, big one if you're a Sabres fan, I think. We have the Oilers playing in Vegas in this series. Vegas, I've been impressed with their goaltending. Stone's back. I think more of just more of him being back is going to really help Vegas in this series. I think they have good veteran leadership on that team. And then the Jack Eichel factor. Does Jack show up or not? That's gonna be huge. That's gonna decide a lot. Looking at the Oilers, the truth is, folks, I don't believe McDavid's hit his stride yet. I don't care what his points say. I watched all their games so far. He has not hit his stride yet. Draisaitl's been carrying the team, kind of like Messier did back in the '83 Cup, or I should say the '84 Cup, when the Oilers won their first Stanley Cup. Messier kind of carried the team when Gretzky was struggling a little. Gretzky didn't really struggle, but you know what I'm saying. Same kind of here. It's not really that McDavid's struggling, but he's just not killing it scoring-wise. I think he's going to wake up in this series. Don't think that it's not going to play in the back of McDavid's head, the Jack Eichel versus Connor McDavid thing. It's going to. And I think McDavid's going to succeed. I think the Oilers also are going to win this series, and I think they're going to win it, I'm going to say this time in 7. I think this could go deep, and I think the Oilers will win it on the road because they just have that thing about them right now that they're not too intimidated to play on the road. So I'm going to go with the Oilers in 7 in that series there. That's my 4 picks, guys. You let me know yours. So I got Toronto going through, New Jersey going through, Dallas going through, Edmonton going through into the Final Four. We'll see how many I got. I do believe I got 4 out of 8. I'm a little confused if I picked Carolina. I'm sure I did in the first round. So that's it, guys. I shall see you in the next one. And let me know your picks as well. See you then.